Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, guys. Shout out to everybody who's already headed into the room. Wake up with TD. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I know everybody was in a deep sleep last night, especially after what happened to our team yesterday. Shout out to Cloud Life being the first one in the building. What's up with you, man? We real fans here. That's what I'm talking about. We're real fans no matter what, homie. No matter what. We are real fans, man. Let me pull up my information here. Man, what a day. What a day yesterday. What a day. You see the jersey I got on. Y'all probably already know why I have it on. You probably already know why I have it on, man. It's crazy yesterday. Josh Rosen gets benched. Ryan Tannehill gets elevated. Just a crazy day, man. We're going to dive into that and so much more around the NFL and the league this morning. But as always, we're going to vibe out for a little. Shout out to everybody coming in the room. Love that jersey, bro. Oh, man. I just thought that it was appropriate to wear it. We haven't figured our quarterback out, but yeah, Ryan Tannehill out here completing about 83% of his passes. I don't know, man. I have no idea. Man, I am a Manchester United fan and a Miami Dolphin fan. Both teams are doing bad pretty much in my life. I get it. Shout out to you, EM Dolphin. What's up, homie? What's up with you, man? Morning to you. Oh, man. Drake. Oh, man. We're not even finna talk about Drake right now. Rice 320G, cuz Juke. You got me, Rice. Good morning to you. You the man, Tim. You the man, homie. Give me a second, man. Let me go get my little breakfast morning cup that I just made. What's up? Good morning to everybody coming in the room. Breakfast morning cup. No, just, man, some grapefruit juice mix or whatever. Me and the wife, we're about to hit our second stage of dropping about 20 more pounds, and we're hitting it hard. I came down for the last 4 days a little bit. Got to keep it going, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the room. TD Big Dog, good morning. Good morning to you, Jonathan. Y'all hit that like button on your way in, man. A lot to talk about this morning. Matter of fact, while we warming up, while we waking up, while we yawning, getting ready to brush our teeth, I'm going to go on Twitter real quick, share the link, make sure people know that we're live. Y'all know what time it is. Run that back, DJ. Run that back. Good morning, Carlos, all the way from Hialeah. I see you. Y'all hit that like button, man. No, I got to go with my jam real quick. This morning is right. Yes, it is. Insane Kane. I feel you, homie. This is a good morning here, buddy. This is a real good morning right here. We all right this morning, baby. Somebody on Twitter used my picture, Dolphin season in one image. Oh, I like that. Let me retweet that, man. That's crazy. All right, good. Let me tweet that we live. Wow, you're wearing that 17. Y'all know why I'm wearing 17 right now? You know why I'm wearing this right now? Come on, you know. What got you wearing that 17? Come on, Carlos, you don't know what got me wearing 17? Are you serious? You don't know what got me wearing number 17 right now? Y'all should know. The reason why I'm wearing number 17 right now because we ain't got a quarterback. We ain't got a quarterback yet, man. We ain't got a quarterback that's proven, and we ain't got a quarterback that we want that's proven. Not on no NFL stage. That's why I'm wearing this. This guy proven. With all the trash around him, he's still, man, listen. This guy might have won the game yesterday. I know that much. I know that much for a fact. I know that much for a fact, baby. Mariota got benched yesterday. They put Tannehill in for a quarter and a half. This man complete by 83% of his passes. Almost done, man. Let me go ahead. All right, we good. We about to roll, y'all. Think I got everything I needed. And they didn't score. It wasn't his fault, Ian. I know they didn't score, but go look at what happened at the end of that game. It wasn't his fault. Hell, if you ask me, he played a hell of a game in the little quarter and 3 minutes that he played. He played what, man? Let me pull it. Let me show y'all something, man. Boom, 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 boom. Trying to make it seem like Tannehill did something bad yesterday. This man went 13 for 16 on incompletions, man. Come on, bro. Come on. Let me tell you how bad it was for Mariota, y'all. Let me tell you how bad it was for Mariota. Mariota was 7 for 18 yesterday. 63 yards. He completed 3.5 yards per pass and 2 interceptions. His QBR was literally a 9.5. The coach said, Ryan Tannehill, warm up, man. We finna bench this bum. They bench Mariota. Ryan Tannehill gets inserted in the game. He go 13 for 16. 13 for 16. Now, matter of fact, that 13 for 16 is kind of skewed. It's kind of messed up because it was also another big play for like 40 yards, but it got called back from a holding call that he threw. The man had 144 yards in one quarter and averaged 9 yards per reception and 1 interception. And you know what that interception was? At the desperation pass, the last play of the game, he had to go 14 yards in the end zone. The whole defense playing the end zone. They already down by 2 touchdowns. He's scrambling. He's just like, let me throw it in there to see if something happened. And it got picked off. Huh? Oh, Lord. My wife sitting here talking about the Cowboys need Tannehill. Oh, that's so funny, baby. Huh? You right. Imagine him behind Jerry's O-line. You right. If he was behind Jerry's O-line, that they bad. You right. Tannehill has always been a quarterback. The only thing he needs is time to throw. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if Jerry Jones did something like that in the offseason. I wouldn't be surprised. He kept Dak Prescott on that last year, and he brought Tannehill in to compete against him. I would not be surprised, man. Man, y'all can say whatever y'all want, but it's always been the same situation for Tannehill. This man is an accurate quarterback, a good quarterback. Unfortunately, and I do admit, he's just a quarterback that needs other things around him to be right. But who doesn't, really? Who doesn't? Who doesn't, man? This man was 13 for 16 in one quarter. Mariota 7 for 18 in 3 quarters. This man had double the yardage Mariota had, triple the average per pass. Lord, QBR was 78.1, and it was probably over 100 if it wasn't for that desperation interception at the end. Gosh. Okay, so stop hating on Tua for having support. EM Dolphin, that's the point. If we gonna crucify Tannehill in this league for not having support, that's all I be saying to you. I need to see Tua in a situation where he don't have that kind of support. That's the only point I make about Tua. I would love to have Tua be a Miami Dolphin if I could see him in games where he don't have support and he still light it up. He still ball out. I would love to see him in a Tannehill situation and he still is the difference maker. That's the only thing I ever say about Tua. That's my only point with quarterbacks, period. We compare them, but we don't compare their situations. We compare Patrick Mahomes with Tannehill. We compare a Kansas City Patrick Mahomes with the Miami Dolphins Tannehill. How is that fair? How would that ever be fair? It will never be fair, and that's my whole gripe on quarterbacks. When we compare them unfairly. We compare them unfairly, man. Patrick Mahomes wouldn't be Patrick Mahomes if he was in Miami these last couple years. Unfortunately, that's the truth. Tannehill might be a better Tannehill if he was in Kansas City. I'm just saying. It is what it is. All these young quarterbacks, man. All these guys. A lot of them go into great situations. Some of them go into bad situations. But we can't judge them off of that. We just can't. TD, did you read my last comment? I guess I didn't, Kenneth. Let me see if I can find it, bro. Kenneth Williams. He said, hey, just like Rosen, he needs complete O-line around him. And listen, I'm disappointed in Rosen yesterday, but I don't want to make it seem like it's this, oh gosh, god-awful disappointment. I don't want to make it seem like it's this god-awful disappointment. I do have some disappointment in him because a lot of decision-making was his. I'm not mad that we didn't move the ball early in the game. I'm not mad that he kept getting sacked. Because a lot of times it wasn't his fault. But those interceptions, they were unnecessary. Have a bad game. What did I tell y'all? Don't be the reason we're losing. Don't be the reason we're losing. Was he the reason we were losing? No, but he contributed to us losing greatly. He was contributing greatly. He was contributing to the loss greatly. Now, that's one game. That's one game out of the next 10 or 11. That was one game out of the next 11. For the next 11. I'm going to tell y'all now. Statistically, he only got one more of those with me. He only got one more of those with me. Out of the next 11 games, he only got one more of those. I told y'all the other day. I mean, every quarterback plays bad here and there. He got 2 games to not be great. He got 2 games, and he just used one for me. He used one. I mean, it is what it is. Marcus Mariota been playing well all season, and yesterday was just atrociously stinking it up. So, trust me, I'm fair here. I like to be as fair as possible. Dak Prescott has proven he's been doing some good things in this league. Some would say he was proven coming into this season, especially after the first 2 games or whatever. But look what he did the last 2 games. Not look great at all. So it happens. Hell, Brady hasn't even looked amazing. That Google trash. You're not watching them no more. Baby, I thought you was going to keep getting better at learning football. Wow, you're not going to watch them until somebody get fired. I ain't gonna lie, y'all lost to the Jets, and that is not cool.
That was embarrassing. Why would I waste my Sunday being depressed? I can do something
Oh my gosh, man. Don't put you in a depression. I get it. Y'all hit that like button on your way in the room, guys. Hit that like button. Boo boo trash, baby. I couldn't believe it. Y'all having a rough go at it, man. And they lost to Adam Gates, Pigeon Eyes, man. They lost to Pigeon Eyes. Wow. Tim Mathis said, good morning.
Hi, Tim. Good morning.
Oh my gosh, y'all lost the Pigeon Eyes. I can't even front.
Y'all could beat the Jets. Like, I'm disgusted.
That's tough, baby. TD, to your point, 49ers draft Nick Bosa and undefeated. Draft Chase. Hey, Shake, I ain't gonna change my whole perspective of defense. And truth be told, defense didn't play bad yesterday. Yeah, we gave up this and gave up that, but come on. 17 points. The defense didn't even play bad. Man, Quante06 said it's a coaching issue in Dallas.
Quante, good morning, my brother. Smartest person I've ever met in my life. Quante.
Yeah, the kids feeling better, man. I appreciate you, Tim. Well, I hope they feeling better. We'll find out this morning. I see improvement. EM Dolphin, man, we're going to talk about a lot of that, the improvements that were made. Because if you're a Dolphin fan, come on, man. Y'all got to keep it 100. There were a lot of things to be proud of in this game. I know the end result smacked us in the face, especially with how it happened. The end result smacked us in the face. But come on, let's keep it real. We were in a game and we were fine. I know it was the Redskins, but who cares? We saw some things yesterday that was improvement. Great improvement yesterday, man. I liked it. And we're going to talk about a lot of that, and I can't wait for the panel show tomorrow. EM Dolphin going to be all over it. Raekwon is the truth. Yes, he is. EM, I hope you're ready for tomorrow night, the panel conversation, man. This should be good, man. This should be good. It should be a good show. We got a lot to talk about. Man, and I'm trying not to go into all the detail today about everything. But still, I got to rep my jersey right now, man. I got to rep my jersey right now, man. This is crazy. Got to rep my jersey. One moment, man. Give me a second. What happened, baby? You still mad, baby? I get it. I get it, baby. Wow. Adam Gase and Jason Garrett probably brothers. Hey, it's all right, man. Wow. Crazy, man. Just crazy. Well, shout out to you, Julian. Julian's in the building. He said, good morning, TD and everyone. This is tough. Out touch, one touch, except. Shaking my head. Huh? Oh, man, Julian, man, the wife, I'm going to tell you now, we both. I'm a little upset, but the wife, man, she just couldn't stop talking about those homemade cookies, man. They were amazing. But I'm upset because we took them back to my mom's house, and I took the wife out that night. And when we got back, my parents had went through. My mom and my dad had ate almost every single cookie. Almost every single cookie, bro. Almost every single cookie, and was giving some to my sons. Now, they don't like oatmeal the way that I do, so they killed almost every. I think it was one chocolate chip left when we got back. And my wife said she was devastated, man. She was just devastated. They killed those cookies, man. They were like, man, those chocolate chips were amazing, man. I'm like, we didn't even get to enjoy them. We didn't even get to enjoy them, man. Just crazy. Man, my balls are, I'm glad everyone enjoyed. Yes, man. Yes, amazing, man. We appreciate your love as always, bro. For sure, man. Julian, you were at the game. You were at the game, man. Was it hurtful? And Mr. Ballgame say he can't wait. It's a lot of interesting things he want to talk about on the Tuesday panel show because he was at the game, live from the game. It's totally different, the stuff that he saw. It's a lot he wants to talk about and what he saw after being at the game. Gave him a whole a good perspective on the game. So I can't wait to hear that as well. Tomorrow night, y'all already know, panel conversation. Bobby McCain was pissed off last night. We saw his interview. He was just heated. He was heated, man. And he was talking about the fans. If you're not going to support us, something, then don't. I mean, just, I don't know, man. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. But anywho, man, before we go back into detail, we're going to go around the NFL league. We're going to check to see how we did on our predictions. We're going to check to see how we did on our predictions. Bet it on what game? Why?
Because I told you I should bet the Jets win.
You should bet the Jets win. Yeah, baby. But you going to bet against your own team?
Heck yeah, that would have made you some money. I told you I had a gut feeling. I said the way they play.
What did I say? That's like the perfect Vegas trap game that should be a give-in, but that they'll actually win. Yep. I ain't messing with your money. The Cowboys messing with your money. All right, man. Let's hit this box score real quick. Let's check out the games this week. We already knew about the Patriots game, 33-10. And it definitely was over. So we got both of those right. Now the Patriots winning, we got right as well. We had down that the Patriots would be 33-10. They end up winning 35-14. So it wasn't far off. All right. Now we got the Panthers and Bucks. We had the Bucks winning. We were wrong. The Panthers end up winning 37-26. And we had the under on 47 points, and we were wrong. We were definitely wrong. That game was over 60-point score. Then we had the Seahawks and Browns. Seahawks and Browns. I had the Browns winning. Now I did put an asterisk mark because y'all told me I was crazy. So y'all was right. But the Browns fought them. The Browns was down by 4 points at the end of this game. And I had the under, and I was, let me see, 50, 60 points. Yeah, I was wrong on both cases. I was wrong on both accounts. Both accounts I was wrong. Man. Y'all hit that like button for me, man. 60 in the room, only 20 likes. Texans and Chiefs. Texans and Chiefs. Where is that game? There it is. We had the Chiefs winning. Man, we going to get on these Chiefs soon, too. Freaking bums. And I had under 54, and sure enough, they scored 55 points, and I was wrong. 55 points, I was wrong. Just ridiculous, that game. Wow, man. Can't believe that one, man. And we're going to get on these Chiefs. We're going to get on these Chiefs. We're going to talk about them next after we do these scores. Dolphins, Redskins, I definitely was wrong. It was under, if I'm not mistaken. 36. Yep, it was under. We got that right. Eagles, Vikings. Eagles, Vikings. Where is that game? On here. All right, here it goes. Eagles, Vikings. I had the Vikings winning 31-10. And what ended up happening? It was 38-20. But I was right on the win. And I had the under is 44, and that was wrong. It was way over at 58. All right, Samuel, I'll see you later, bro. Bengals, Ravens. Bengals, Ravens game. Ravens won 23-17. And we had the Bengals winning, but I had them a convincing win. That was wrong. but we did have a winning, and they scored 40, and I had the under, and I was right on that. Saints Jaguars, tough defensive battle. Saints, I had the Saints winning, which they did win, and I had the over, and I was definitely wrong. And people told me, oh, no, TD, that's going to be the under, and I went against them. So good call, everybody. Good call. Y'all even called that Vikings Eagles and said it would be over, and I was wrong. I said under. So good call with everyone on that. 49ers and the Rams. I know the 49ers won. Let me see the score again. 49ers won 20-7. The Rams are tripping too. And I said the Rams would win. That was wrong. And I had the over. Well, the kids said the under. We should have listened to the kids. We should have listened to the kids. I remember. I forgot who that was said my kids just said the under. And I said, no, it'll be over. But I put the asterisk, man. We should have listened to the kids. Mahomes is not looking like the best QB in the league, LOL. Oh, we're going to talk about it. Because it's going to be more proof of what I keep on trying to tell y'all. Because we're going to talk about the team around him and how it's starting to not look like the same. And how that's looking for Mahomes. But I digress. We'll get there. We'll get there. Falcons, Cardinals. Man, let me tell y'all something. I had the Falcons winning. The Falcons, something is up over there. Something is up. Something is wrong. Something is straight up wrong. EM Dolphins say Russell Wilson is the best player in the league right now. I ain't going to say best player, but looking like one of the best quarterbacks, yes. But EM Dolphin, why don't you tell us about Patrick Mahomes? Yeah, I want to hear about him from you. But anyway, this Falcons-Arizona game surely wasn't under, so I was wrong. But and then the Cardinals did what they did against them. I don't know what's going on over there, man. Matt Ryan, man, and he had a great game. 30 for 36, 356 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Ooh, their defense sucked that bad. Y'all see what I'm talking about? You can have Matt Ryan go 30 for 36. 30 for 36, y'all. 356 yards and 4 touchdowns, and you lose. And you lose. And y'all don't think that the offensive line, the defense makes a difference? Is the difference? Is the priority? You don't think that the defensive line is a priority above a quarterback? And yeah, Kyler Murray goes 27 for 37, 340 yards and 3 touchdowns. This is a game just spelling out that the Falcons defense sucks. Look what Kyler Murray been doing all season, and you let this guy go off? They defense suck. Matt Ryan and the Falcons defense suck. This is a team that's supposed to be fighting for the playoffs. And they 1-5. But it ain't cool for the NFL to have already gave them 4 road games. Y'all know that? The NFL gave them 4 road games already. It's kind of crazy. 4 road games. Huh? Yeah. That's crazy. Atlanta has started out on the road 4 away games already. 4 out of 6. Yeah, we have had 4 home games. You're right. We got a lot of traveling to do, and that sucks. Anywho, Titans versus Broncos. 16-0. We already had the Broncos winning, and we had the under, so we were right. Cowboys versus Jets. Lord, we had the Cowboys blowing them out. We were wrong. In the 44-point push, let's see what that ended up being. It ended up being 46, and it was over. Wow. Steelers and Chargers. I know the Steelers won. There it is, 24-17. I was wrong on that, and we were under 30, 41. Oh, we got the under. It was 41 and a half, and it ended up being 41. So that was cool. We got the under. Lions and Packers. Wait, that's tonight. That's tonight. The Lions versus Green Bay is tonight. I believe I'm correct on that. All right. So I'm gonna tell you now, we didn't do well. I mean, we didn't do well this week. I think we did worse this week than last week. Are you going to stream the game tonight? It just depends on how the kids are feeling. If the kids are good, when we might stream the game tonight. So it's a good possibility. I think Burrow of LSU is special, TD. He played a good, efficient game. Listen, man, I need to see a lot of games streamed together like that. But let me tell you something. One thing that gave me a big up on Burrow Saturday, he did it against some of the best competition. He did it against some of the best competition. He faced the test. People don't realize how big that Alabama LSU game gonna be. How did Delpit play? Lights out. Man, they caught a touchdown down the middle, and Delpit came and lowered that shoulder. Guy gave up the ball. Caught it, turned, and boom, gave it up. Hey, Delpit was balling, man. The kid was balling. And he was all over the place. He was all over the place, man. But, man, that LSU-Alabama game is going to be must-see TV, and we're going to stream it live. I don't care what night it is, where I am. Hopefully, I ain't got nothing going on that week. I got to look that up. I got to make sure. I got to check with the wife, make sure nothing going on that week. Because that's going to be the game of the year, man. He almost caught a pick. Yeah, I remember that. I remember. Y'all hit that like button, guys. Give me 1 second, man. I got to pull up this, I got to look at the week. Baby, I'm going to give you a date, and then let me know if it's something that if we doing something on that weekend, so I'll know where I'll be, all right? November 9th. November 9th. We got anything going on? November 9th. Yes, it's going to be number 1 versus number 2. Man, this is going to be a game to watch. It should be a Saturday. Huh? What'd you say? We'll be home? Cool, because I'm streaming that game, and it's only in 3 weeks, I believe. Yeah, let me double check, y'all. Let me see. 9. Yes, November 9th. November 2nd. So Alabama got to buy November 2nd, November 9th. Okay, cool. Yep. Man, them tickets expensive. The lowest ticket to that game is like $280. $280 is the cheapest ticket for that game. Good morning, Ed. Hit that like button, guys. The Alabama LSU game will separate the contenders to the pretenders. Man, that's the game. And the crazy thing is, you got 2 top quarterback prospects, and that's the game. That's the game right there, man. That's the game. I can't wait, man. I'm going to stream that game. 3 weeks from now, y'all. November the 9th. Saturday night, November 9th. Put that on the calendar, baby. Because I don't want you to feel like I didn't tell you about it when you're trying to go out, all right? Text it to you. And I'm going to text it right now because I don't want to hear nothing. Let me text it. November 9th. LSU versus Alabama. Must stream live. No matter what. All right. Y'all see these contracts me and the wife got to make? All right, baby. I need you to reply to that text. I need you to reply. Yes, you must stream no matter what. What'd you say? You got to go to Target that day. That's your business. It's going to be one trip you going to Target by yourself. I can't, nope. Mm-mm. No. So why you can't Target with the kids? You can Target with the kids. Yeah, she targeting again. Do y'all know we went to 4 Targets? 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. We only went to 4 Targets in Miami. Oh, Aventura too. Yeah, 5. You're right. Lord, do y'all realize we went to 5 Targets in Miami? In Hollywood, Broward, and out west. Man, we went to 5 different Targets. Pembroke Pines. Yes. Because she addicted. She want to go in every Target. I ain't gonna lie, I did realize though, taking her to all these Targets. You're right, babe, because I remember it was 2 different ones out west that we went to. But because they all have different things in certain departments and stuff. All have different things, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all now, man, I'm sick of it. You be maxing that Target card. No credit, baby. No credit. We don't max no cards, man. Don't do no credit. Credit is a trap. Only credit card I got is for like car rentals and stuff like that because I have to. The places that say, oh, it requires a credit card, and that sits to the side. Credit is a trap. You got credit cards, hurry up, pay them out, get rid of them. Can't pay it cash. If you can't pay it in cash, you can't afford it. Lord, she says she don't care how it's paid, as long as it gets paid. Good that you guys don't have one. Oh, no, I mean, I have a credit card. She does and I do, but we only use it for the things that say, oh, it requires a credit card. But no, man, ain't swiping no credit. Nope, that's just debt. Grapefruit juice. Grapefruit juice, man. I got zero faith in Greer and Ross. Hey, please don't make conclusions like that based off of this season. This is a rebuild, man. This is a rebuild, man. It's that simple, man. This is a rebuild. You said you bet the Cowboys decided they rebuilding? Nah, sweetie, they ain't rebuilding. They just getting beat. But they 3-3. I mean, that's not sitting here and act like they still can't make the playoffs. They still gonna make the playoffs, I believe. I mean, y'all got a shot. Y'all got a shot, sweetie. Y'all can still go win it all. Hit that like button, guys. Tua gonna slant the NFL to death for the fans. I'm ready for it. So, Professor, you talk about slanting the NFL to death until he play against some NFL corners. I mean, you can't slant the NFL to death. Then what? Then what, man? Then what do you do? We'll see, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm at a point now, I don't even feel like I care about who we get and who's gonna be playing quarterback. I just want us to hurry up and figure it out so that we can critique them. so we can rave about them or give them constructive criticism. I'm just ready to break it down so we can move forward on whatever it is so that we can just win, man. First source, Drake Jones be traded before deadline. Ravens need a safety. They lost Jefferson. Herbert from Oregon is the best QB prospect to me. Justin Herbert. I don't know about that. I don't know if the best prospect. Just tough, man. Man, everybody keep talking to it. If Miami gets him, I expect playoffs his rookie year if he's a starter. Put your money where your mouth is. Man, ain't nobody gonna make that bet. Because they see when you tell them to put their money where their mouth is, then they want to talk about, well, football has to be played on all sides. He could be great and the defense sucks. Because they know better. He know better, man. I'm going to tell you what, man. Y'all might look up and that LSU quarterback get drafted by Miami. You might look up and the LSU quarterback gets drafted by Miami. You might look up and that might happen, y'all. Y'all don't understand how big that Alabama LSU game is in 3 weeks. 2 quarterback prospects that have been already reported that Miami's watched them, been looking at them both. Miami has been watching them both. It could happen, y'all. Y'all don't realize how big that game is going to be. Y'all don't realize how big that game is going to be. Because I'm going to tell you now, Alabama can make the LSU quarterback fold, and his stock, Burrow's stock will draft drastically. Because it'll be what it is. But if LSU defense make Tua look average or below, boy, I'm going to tell you now, man. I'm going to tell you now. And I already told y'all, Tua ain't got to be no monster in the game. I ain't unfair. I'm not unfair when it comes to evaluating these guys. Tua ain't got to be no monster. Number one, he got to be the reason they don't lose. And what I mean by that is don't turn the ball over. I mean, he may have one turnover. Maybe. Things happen. I ain't going to be mad about that. But don't be multiple turnovers. And I need 3 touchdowns, baby. 2 to 3. No turnovers and 2 touchdowns against that team is solid. But I need 3 or more. Don't be the reason you lose, even if you lose, and 3 touchdowns. That's where I am. And don't be turning the ball over. I ain't being unrealistic. Because if I was supposed to go with his norm when he playing all these powder puff teams, I'll be like, I need 5 touchdowns. But I ain't unrealistic. He gonna be playing some real competition in LSU. And I'm gonna tell y'all now, LSU is about to win the SEC. The sad thing for Tua, here's the sad thing for Tua. When LSU wins the SEC, right? Man, hold on. Let me pull that up. I got to pull this up in the SEC, y'all. I want to show y'all something, how things can go down, how things can get out of hand real fast. All right, here's what's going to happen, y'all. In my opinion, here's what's going to happen. Here's the problem for Alabama. If they lose if they lose to LSU is gonna win the West. LSU is gonna go to the SEC championship game. Now, Florida is number 9 right now. Florida is number 9. Now, the thing about Florida is they still have a shot to win the SEC East. They have a shot to win the SEC East, even though they're number 2 in the SEC East, and they're only behind Missouri, but they play Missouri. But here's the thing, they play Missouri, and they play number 10, Georgia. Playing those 2 teams right there, before this season is over, and these juggernauts start beating each other top 10, what's going to happen is Florida, here's where the problem's going to come. Florida is probably still going to end up top 5. After these last 5 to 6 weeks of football, Florida is probably still going to break top 5 if they win out. The problem is you're going to have number 1 ranked LSU. You're going to have, it's going to get nasty, y'all. You're going to have number 1 ranked LSU versus number 5 maybe ranked Florida in the SEC championship game. So let me ask y'all this. When Alabama, if they lose to when you have a number, like y'all tell me what y'all think. When you have a number 1 LSU playing a number 5 Florida, and if at the time Alabama is number 4 because they lost 1 game, if LSU loses to number 5 Florida, hypothetically, what do you do with that? What do you do with that? Do you put Alabama back above LSU after losing to them? Florida definitely moves up in the top 4 because they beat LSU. And I don't think that it's going to be possible to have 3 SEC teams in a 4-team playoff. You're not going to let that happen. But what do you do? That's going to be crazy, man. Yeah, Professor. I know they have no problem putting 2 SEC teams in the playoffs. But what happens if LSU beat Alabama? LSU will ride out number 1 for the rest of the season. Alabama, you know they ain't going to drop them to as far, and they'll drop them to around 5 or 6. 5 or 6 at greatest. But Florida winning out is going to end up around 5 while we move back up in the top 5, either 4 or 5. But then Florida is going to play LSU in the SEC championship. And if Florida beat LSU, what do you do then? Do you let Alabama jump over LSU after they lost to them? Florida has to move up because they beat LSU being ranked number 5 against a 1. They got to move up. Like, what would they do? Well, we know Bama would remain in the top 5. But again, well, unless they're number 5 and they miss the playoffs. Because if you got Florida at 5 and they beat a number 1 LSU, what do you do? What do you do? It'll be crazy, man. Alabama been playing cream cake competition. I get that. Nobody's debating that. That's why we say this LSU game is going to be everything for them. It's going to be everything for them, man. But we'll see. Time will tell. But I tell you what, this college landscape is shaping up to be pretty interesting, man. It's shaping up to be very interesting. And I didn't even mention Clemson. Clemson got to be in there. Ohio State. Man, this is gonna be something interesting, man. It's really gonna be interesting. This is gonna be a crazy football playoff time of who gonna get in. It's gonna be crazy. But anywho, y'all, let's get back to the NFL, man, because I want to talk about what is going on with the Chiefs right now. Because what's happening with the Chiefs kind of can spell out a lot of stuff for us. Kansas City Chiefs. What is going on with Patrick Mahomes, guys? QBR 61.8. I don't think that's terrible. But he's only 19 for 35 on completions. That's not going to get it done. That's not good. And he got Tyreek Hill back. I'm trying to figure this out myself, guys. What's going on with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs? And the crazy thing is, the two losses that they have weren't on the road. They were at home. They lost at home. Like, come on, man. This is Patrick Mahomes, the almighty 5,000-yard, 50-touchdown guy. Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all what I think. Patrick Mahomes had his coming out party last year like many quarterbacks have, and they look amazing. But the longer he's in this league, the people are going to catch on to what he does more and more. They're going to understand how he plays more and more, and they're going to be able to defend how he plays more and more, and he's going to become more and more human. He's going to become more and more human. It is what it is, man. And somebody said it's the Madden cover curse. No, we didn't say that for the last 4 weeks when he was looking good. And I ain't jumping the gun to say, this is what I'm talking about. No, because at the end of the day, I mean, it's 2 games. People lose games. They have bad games. They have bad games, man. Everybody's human. Everyone's human. We're not going to sit here and make it seem like it's all on Mahomes. Because his team has to help him better. They got to put him in better situations. They got to be elite around him so he can continue to be elite. Just the reality, man. But it's more evidence that shows you quarterback doesn't make all the difference. It doesn't. It's easy to rave that they do when they win games. I like Mahomes. He went to Texas Tech like me. Well, at least you told us why you like him. Because he went to the school you went to. That's what's up. And come on, guys. I'm sitting here looking at some of these highlights right now. Mahomes, technically, he had an even worse day. I'm looking at this like 60-yard bomb he threw. It was almost like a Hail Mary between 2 defenders, and it should have been picked off. It went through the defender's hands, and Tyreek Hill grabbed it. And it was a touchdown. It was one of his touchdowns. I'm sitting here looking at Mahomes throw this Hail Mary in double coverage. The defender literally got his hands on the ball, and it goes through his hands, and Tyreek Hill snatches it away. It probably should have been even worse. I don't even see how that defender didn't intercept that. What's the name of this music? You gotta go check my boy out, man. My boy Matt, DJ McConaughey. You can check him out on most music sites like Spotify, Apple Music. His new album is called Loud Thoughts. This particular track on the album Loud Thoughts is Motivation Key. I love it. I done already wrote half a song on this. I'm probably gonna finish it today or tomorrow. I already wrote half a song on this. It's because I'm actually make an album, a whole album about my life, like deep dive in my life, the ups, the downs, the all arounds, the smiles, the frowns, everything. I'm gonna make an album about my life, literally, man. Just my own little project, and this is one of the songs that I'm gonna use. Motivation Key. This is one of the songs I'm gonna use. So I'm just getting engraced all in it, so that whenever I go finish the second half of the song, I can finish telling the story in my words. But yeah, man, when it comes to these quarterbacks, guys, they're not the end all be. They're not the end all be. Look at what Nick Bosa's doing for the 49ers, man. That's what you call a thing of beauty. That's what you call a difference maker. It's exactly what you call a difference maker. He needs a running game behind him. Hunt gave him that. You're right. But it's so crazy how that when they start losing, people can point out what they need. But when they're winning, they don't point out what they have. Do y'all see how that works? We fall in love with a quarterback, and when they're losing, it's easy to point out what they need so that we can show it ain't the quarterback's fault, which it's not. I'm one on record to say it's not the quarterback's fault what's happening. But when they're winning, we don't point out what they have to say that's part of the reason they're winning. We just say the quarterback is the reason. TD, did you agree with O'Shea to go for two? First of all, I don't know if that was Flores or O'Shea's decision in that one. I just don't know. I don't know whose decision it was. Ultimately, it's Flores' decision. Because O'Shea could be like, hey, man, I want to go for two. And Flores would be like, no. I think that in my own experience, that was all Flores. Even if O'Shea suggested it, Flores might have been like, hey, draw up your play. Let's see. Maybe. I don't know. But was it a bad idea? This is the controversy. This is the controversy. If we get it, if we won the game from it, it was a brilliant idea. Brilliant, I tell you. One of the great decisions. That's why I like Flores. He ain't scared. Man, we'd be hearing a whole different tune. Whole different tune. See, that's what I'm going to like about Flores. When he got the team around him with the weapons that he want, he going to be aggressive. He don't mind going forward. That's what the narrative would have been. It was risky, but he had confidence. I like that. I'm telling you, I don't see a single negative narrative if we would have got it done. First win of the season. And since we didn't get it done, you don't do that. I'm getting all kind of messages. That was stupid coaching. Don Shula would have never. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, man, let me tell y'all something. So with that, with knowing that if we would have got it, it would have been all good. And if we missed it, everybody think, oh, they want to just get back on the, I'm mad bandwagon. My true answer on, did I like the call? There was no better call to make, in my opinion. It's easy for us to run and say we tied a game. We should have tied the game and went into overtime. It's easy for us to have said that. It's easy for us to have said that. In my opinion, it was no better call to make. Why would I say that? Because trust me, my conventional wisdom, no. listen, ladies and gentlemen, if we were a team that looked like we headed to the playoffs, I would have kicked the field goal. But if I was the coach, that was a nice play. Hey, go for the 2. This might springboard our season on a run and give our team a positive jolt into the future. I would have took that risk. Not only would I have taken that risk, man, it don't look like we don't have a playoff trajectory. Either a play like that would boost us into the playoffs. I mean, and that'll still be tough, but it'll give us that momentum. And you got players after the game happy in their press conferences. You know, the coach had the confidence that we can get it done, and we did. I mean, those are the things that you do. Those are the things you do. Cloud Life said onside kick at Dallas and now 2-point conversion. I saw nothing wrong in either way. Do you know that we got that onside kick in Dallas, but they said offsides and it wasn't even the guy that got it. Wasn't even the guy that got it on the offsides. Didn't they do that again to us the other day? Isn't that what? Come on, man. Tell y'all now, man. Why not? Go for it. Let's end this game. We want to keep on playing this defensive game and take it into overtime. I get the conventional wisdom of, hey, man, you tie that game. It's about victories. But you know what? Go for broke. You either win or you don't. Let's go. I'm telling you right now, they don't. I'm starting to feel like they want to win games, but if they don't, they're not beating themselves up about it. Yeah, I don't like to lose, but one thing they won't say is, but if we lose, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. People don't have to believe us when we say we're trying to win every game. But if we lose games, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. We know what time it is. We know what time it is. So I'm not mad. I don't have a problem with the call, man. Because if we made the call, we all like, let's go. Yeah. We got a whole different tune. Now, if you ask me, do I like the play call? Whole different story. Whole different story. And yeah, that's on no shit. Yeah, that's on no shit. So do I like that we went for it? I actually love it. Do I like the play call we used when we went for it? No. You see the difference there? That's the difference. What is the point of being 5-11 instead of 2-14 with Fitz winning it in the end? What the F? Dennis, you know why? The one thing that y'all underestimate in the tank. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell you what you underestimate in the tank. Quote unquote tank. A rebuild. And no, let me say tank. Because you just use the notion, what's the sense of going 5-12, 5-11 versus 2-14? People underestimate one big thing about losing and not caring about losing and losing intentionally if we were to be tanking. People forget one big key part. You tank so you can go get a top prospect. Let's just say it is Tua Tagovailoa, whatever. You tank just to go get Tua. But you know what you also did in that tank that made you so much worse? You didn't get a fair shot at evaluating about 10 other players on this roster properly. You didn't evaluate them properly. You didn't put them in real game situation. You didn't put them in clutch time game situation where you were fighting for a victory and seeing how they performed in that biggest moment. That's what you're not doing. You're not evaluating your talent correctly nor fairly. You're suppressing players' potential to be great. You're suppressing their value. You're suppressing finding out if players have that it factor. When you tank, you're not evaluating the talent on the team whatsoever. Oh, let me call this trash play. Wouldn't you want to know how that player handles a good play in that moment? Or do you want to call a trash play that says that they're going to fail, but you don't know all the answers you need to know? You don't have the proper answers to evaluate the rest of those guys. And on this team right now, we got too many players that still are in evaluation phase. So that's why you're supposed to win a few games. Because winning a few games was the symptom of evaluating your talent properly. Even if it comes in the form of winning 5 games instead of 2. That the 5 games came because you were trying to evaluate your talent properly to see who could do what. And you found out a few key players can do some amazing things that you didn't even know, or you wouldn't have knew if you were just tanking and not even trying to find out if they could. And by them proving themselves, you got a few more wins. You got a few more wins. That's the difference between going 5-11 and 2-14. Intentionally tanking versus not tanking. How are you going to grade these young receivers, whether Jakeem Grant is going to be the future regardless of the contract, because none of it is guaranteed, whether Albert Wilson is looking better with his hip problems and all of that, if you ain't got nobody to throw the ball to him right? So that's right, Fitzpatrick, come in, man. Try to win this game and get the ball, spread it around. Look how Preston Williams has looked. And then Fitzpatrick, Preston Williams looking terrible the whole game. And now Fitzpatrick come in and he done redeemed himself. Am I wrong, y'all? Because y'all know my game was lagging. Preston Williams, he's, you know what, truth be told, we know he has some skill, but he's digressing as a player. Fitzpatrick comes in. Let's go, Preston. Let's go, young man. Do you see what I'm talking about here? Do you want to sit here and say you got an undrafted rookie that showed promise in preseason and all of a sudden he's a bum? Oh, we thought he was good, but he's nothing now. And we move on and we get a quarterback and now we're still in search of a receiver? And we move on from Preston because it was just a preseason thing. But now you got a quarterback that comes out that's striking the ball, getting the job done, and Preston's stock goes back up. You don't get that if you're tanking. You don't get that if you're trying to 2 for 4 instead of 5 for 11. That's the difference. And Parker, yes, Parker caught some balls late, showing a little something. That's the difference. That's the thing. You got to have good players on a team. It ain't got to come together. They may not be winning game, but you got to have good players that's going to allow you to evaluate the talent. The only travesty right now is we have to give our running backs a little bit of a curve because they're running the ball in tough situations. Mark Walton running the ball yesterday, it was a good thing, but we also have to look at the factor of the team. When he came out, the team was looking like, all right, Mark Walton out here. They might be throwing the ball a lot. They might give him a few carries, but we can feel better about playing the pass a little more. Now, as Mark Walton gets more and more carries, which he will, because he's earning it, teams will say we got to look out for this Mark Walton guy, and if he keeps this up, if he's running the ball well like this 2 weeks from now, then hey, now you're evaluating talent. TD, how many offensive starters will start game 1 next year? Ooh, great question, homie. Bro, 4 to 5. 4 to 5. The highest I'll go is 6. And believe it or not, mark my words, 2 of the 4 to 5 or 6, 2 of those guys are going to be on the O-line. One or two of the receivers, maybe. I say one. But I don't know what's going to happen at quarterback. I don't know what's going to happen at running back. I don't. Mark Walton was pretty good. Roster gets purged again next year. It will, but the right way, y'all. The purging of the roster next year will be perfect. The purging of the roster next year will be perfect. You know why? Because we get to select the cream of the crop out of it. We get to select the cream of the crop. All the fakers will go. But you know what? The fakers had a perfect shot this year. Guys who wouldn't even get a snap yet in this NFL have been playing some valuable minutes and able to prove themselves. This was a perfect landing spot for a lot of guys in this league. Perfect landing spot. This was a perfect landing spot, man. A whole bunch of guys in this league, y'all. Perfect, man. Y'all give me a second. I'm just looking something up real quick that I want to find. And Mike Gesicki had the most reception yards yesterday, shockingly. Yeah, Daniel Kilgore fumbled once. Nick O'Leary fumbled. Almost done, y'all. Man, I'm just pulling up a stat that I'm trying to see. There it is. Let's see. It's not doing it for me. Yeah, Mark Walton led the team in average per carry at 5.3. Gore is a warrior. I'm starting to not like that Texans trade. We need Thompson. You got it mixed up, bro. You got two first rounders in a second. Please don't stop liking that trade. You gonna like that trade when we draft 2 years in a row. You gonna love that trade when we draft him 2 years in a row, man. All right, what I want to see is, let me tell y'all something, man. Guess how many sacks Miami had in yesterday's game? I want y'all to guess how many sacks that Miami had in yesterday's game. TD, who has a better future with the Dolphins, Taco or Harris? Man, that ain't even a question. Taco, man. Sean said we had 5 sacks yet. Not how many we gave. How many did we get? How many times did we sack the Redskins quarterback? How many times did we sack the Redskins quarterback? Y'all ready? 0. 0 sacks. And here's what's even worse about it. We only hit the quarterback 3 times, and they weren't even sacks. Vince Bagel twice. Remember, he got those balls off, and Bagel pushed them. That's what they call quarterback hits. And the other one was Sam Egglevon. We only hit the quarterback 3 times. You talk about a chilling quarterback that got all day to throw the ball? I'm telling y'all, the Miami Dolphins' biggest issue is not getting at the quarterback. Not getting at the quarterback. They got 5 sacks on us and 8 quarterback hits. 5 sacks on us and 8 hits on the quarterback. That's our problem. We need to recognize this, man. It's not cool. We got to address the pass rush. That is our number 1 priority, man. Yeah, we could have got a safety. I remember that too. Flores tried to address that issue with Jadeveon Clowney, but it didn't work. I know, but I'm glad that he tried to address it. But you know what? I'm going to tell y'all now, a pass rush in this team right here, y'all can call me crazy all you want, but I'm telling y'all, we might be 2-3 or 3-2 right now with a pass rush. Without the quarterback. Do y'all know how much of a difference that these games would be? How much difference it would make with a pass rush in these games? Even the blowout games. Even the blowout games. Knowing TD, he was going to say 5-0. Maybe 4-1. It's the truth. With the pass rush. But you know that if we had the quarterback of the future, we still would probably be 0-5. Maybe yesterday a quarterback could have got it done for us. We'd be probably 1-4. I'm telling y'all, man, for the life of me, we got to address the pass rush in the top 10. Even if it ain't the number 1 overall, it better be that next pick. And it better be a darn good guy at the end. Why are these guys not capable of a pass rush? Because you need dogs at the end. You need guys who are relentless. And I think Taco Charles could be a good pass rusher. But he needs somebody on that other side of him too. But you know, and let me tell y'all something. Regardless of not getting at the quarterback yesterday, do you know why we also only allowed them 17 points? Did y'all see all that blitzing we were doing? Did y'all see all those possessions we were sending 6 and 7? 5 and 6, excuse me. Did y'all see all those linebacker blitzes coming to the line? They coming, and I'm like, oh, they gonna back out, but they were coming. They were coming. At least we put some pressure finally. With no sacks or turnovers, but you're forgetting hurries. The Redskins only scored 17 points, bro. Hurries. Hurries are just as important. Like Flores said in New England, his most successful defensive year came with his least amount of sacks. Their most successful year had the least amount of sacks. So why not, man? One moment, guys. Give me a second. I'm looking something up. Oh my gosh. I want Judy for first pick. Taco is a good run stopper at the end. Yeah, he is. But we got to have another defensive end on the other side that's a beast. We need a guy who's a handful, who's just trouble. Trouble. 2019. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. New England, number 2 in the league this year in sacks per game. 4.2 sacks per game. Yeah, she all right, D. Howard. The wife okay, man, with that loss to the Cowboys loss. They got real drama down there, man. Miami is second to last in the NFL. We average 1 sack a game. And Atlanta is the only team worse than us. They don't even average 1. They average 0.8. Let me see if there's a correlation, guys. Atlanta, 1-5, less than a sack a game. Miami, 1 sack a game, ranked 31st. Cincinnati, still another bum team, 1.2 sacks a game. The Jets get their first win, 1.4 sacks a game. Oakland, 1.8 sacks a game, but at least it's almost 2. I don't know how Oakland's doing right now. Wow, that's crazy. Denver, 2 sacks a game. Same situation. Chargers, 2 sacks a game. They're under 500. Tampa, I don't know if they're under or over 500, but they're next. The Rams starting to lose a lot. 2.2 sacks a game. Detroit, 2.2 a game. Dallas, 2.3 a game. Starting to lose. They 500. Washington, 2.3 a game. They down there too. Arizona, 2.3 per game. They down there too. I ain't got to keep going. That's the half of the league point. You ain't getting at the quarterback, you losing. You ain't getting at the quarterback, you losing. Now let's talk about who actually getting at the quarterback. Carolina, 4.5 sacks a game. New England, 4.2 sacks a game. Number 3 is San Francisco, 3.4 sacks a game. Chicago, 3 sacks a game, 3.4. Jacksonville, they've been playing better, 3.2 sacks a game. These are the teams that's been fighting and playing well. New Orleans, 3 sacks a game. Green Bay, 3 sacks a game. The Browns, Minnesota, 2.8. Houston, 2.7. Buffalo, 2.4. Philly, 2.3. That's the top half of the league. But most of them playoff bound look like. Nick, I had to wear it for you, Nick. Nick say TD want Tanny back wearing that jersey. Hey, got to give it to you, Nick. Listen, man, the correlation is right here. I don't know how many times and how many different ways I got to spell it out for people. You got to get to the quarterback. You got to get to the quarterback. And let me tell you something. The truth is, New England is actually should be number one. Let me tell you why it changed, why Carolina's number one. Because this week they had 7 sacks, which jumped them to number one. And the Patriots only had 1 sack. And they still averaged 4.2 per game, and they only had 1 sack this week. Ain't that crazy? They just had 1 sack, and they still number 2 in the NFL in sacks. And Carolina had 7 this week, and that's what jumped them to the top. Patriots may go undefeated. I hope not, Nick. I really hope not. I hope not. I really hope not. But one thing I will hope is that we get us a premier pass rusher that's going to be an impact day one. Shout out to Cedric Clemens with the donation. Dolphins is still my team, win or lose. That's what I'm talking about, Cedric. Where all the love at, y'all? Just like Cedric just did, man. That's love, man. That's love for the team, man. And I appreciate the donation as well, man. Everybody who donates to the channel, thanks for your love and support. And everybody who goes to the PayPal to donate as well, thank you for your love and support. That reminds me, let me log into the PayPal real quick because I did get, it was one person I did want to shout out because I never gave them a shout out on something they sent. Shout out to Alfredo Quinones. I did get your donation, man. I'm sorry that I never shouted you out, but I did get your donation. Shout out to Alfredo Quinones on the PayPal donating to the channel. Anybody else want to help this channel out and donate, show your love and support? The links are below in the description section, or you can catch us live with the super chat donations right there in the chat section. But yes, man, I don't think I need to prove this anymore, man. I don't need to prove it anymore. I don't need to prove it anymore, man. You got to get to the quarterback to be successful in this league. You have to get to the quarterback to be successful in this league. I don't have to prove that anymore. So anybody who's trying to put merit as for a quarterback over anything else, I just don't see it. I don't see it, man. Even last year, we were number 30 in the league at getting to the quarterback. Last year, we were 30th in the league at getting to the quarterback. In 2017, let's see where we were there. In 2017, we were number 27. We just never could do it. And you wonder what the real issue is, and we keep blaming the quarterbacks. In 2016, we were number 23. I mean, were we ever top 15? Even with Cam Wake and all of that? Let's see 2015 if we can break the top 15. In 2015, we were number 27. Let's look at 2014. We can go all the way back, man. In 2014, finally we broke that barrier. We were number 14. We were number 14 in the league. Shout out to Collins the Finn X with the donation. Thanks for y'all love. Everybody who donated to the channel, supporting this channel, showing your love through the donations. Thank you so much. Collins said panel show tomorrow night. You better know it, man. You better know it. We're going to have us some fun, baby. It's going down. It's going to go down, man. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Let me see something, man. I wonder how we did in 2014. Did we win more than 6 games? Okay. 2014. The Dolphins, we had an 8-8 record, and that's crazy. We were number 14 in the middle of the league, and we had a middle of the league record, 8-8. We got to get to the quarterback, y'all. We have to get to the quarterback. We got to get to the quarterback, man. Woo! One moment, guys. Where are we at? Oh man, it shut down on me. And we're over at 8 o'clock. I'm running over, but that's fine, man. Trade for Cam Newton. Ooh, man. That's beat out Hurts for the starting job. Generational talent. Tua is light years better than Mahomes. You silly. Tua is good, but not a franchise QB, just saying. Man, we don't know what this guy is. He could be the greatest thing ever, but I don't know what he is. But we got to reserve. We'll find out, man. I'm waiting for that LSU game. That's what I'm waiting on. Will Bills defense gonna get 2 quarterbacks next week? Might be a shutout. We need an O-line and some defensive backs first. First of all, the defensive ends will make life easier for the defensive backs. And we do need an O-line. We need to fix the O-line too. They're not saying that. But again, the famous words of Bill Belichick, you can never lose a game if you don't allow the other team to score. These are Bill Belichick's own words. Even this year, he said it in a press conference. You can never lose a game if you don't allow the other team to score. Why does the team that keep winning Super Bowls sit here and keep telling y'all in y'all face the secret to winning, and people ignore it? The legendary coach himself. You can never lose a game if you stop the other team from scoring. You can never lose a game if you just stop the other team from scoring. Why do we ignore this stuff? Why? Coach Shula said that first in 1972 when Belichick was nothing. Yeah, I didn't know that, but you might be right. You are right. I'm going to say you're right. But why we ignore it? We keep chasing a quarterback when the best quarterback in the league don't even sometimes have their best games ever and lose. Because they had Brady. Can you tell me why Brady and them lost in the Super Bowl against the Eagles? Dennis Klingler, since you want to throw out because they got Brady, can you tell me why Tom Brady lost the game in the Super Bowl versus the Eagles? I'll wait. D-line. No defense. No matter how good Brady was, they couldn't stop the other team from being just as good and ultimately better. Man, it is what it is, man. Y'all know what time it is. It's your boy TD from TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Once again, y'all, thank y'all for waking up with TD. Y'all see that sunlight came out. Thank y'all for waking up with TD, man. Another blessed day. We're alive and well. It's time to start out our day. Good morning to everyone. I hope y'all have an amazing, blessed week. We'll be coming live to you all throughout the day. Tonight, if the kids are feeling better, we'll stream the game, me and the wife. And also tomorrow night, we got the panel conversation. But every morning here on TD Fans Talk, you'll be waking up with TD at 6:30 a.m., ladies and gentlemen. Colin said, love waking up with TD, man. I love having y'all wake up with me, man. That was a lucky sack. You can't say that. I don't know what y'all talking about. But it's your boy, TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Love y'all. Hey, man. I'm going to rep him today, man, because it ain't even right. We keep pointing in the wrong direction when we talk about what this team needs. And this guy was good enough to get it done. It's your boy. Peace. Oh, are y'all still here? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the comment section. I want to address one of the comments that just came out. I want to address one of the comments. Are y'all still here? Because I don't think I ended it. Yes, y'all still here. Minister Bruce Jones made a great point. He said, you forgot the panel on Friday night. Yes, I did, and here's why. When I got to my parents' house and I set up, I forgot that my parents, they don't do the whole internet thing. They got cable and everything, but they don't do the internet thing. So I do have a hotspot, but on Streamlabs Streamlabs, the system I use to bring other people's on the stream, that uses up a lot of RAM. So having that and YouTube going at the same time, I was sitting there trying to get it to work, and it just wasn't working. It just was not working. So I couldn't do the actual live stream with the panel with everybody because I was actually away, and internet is an issue. My parents don't do Wi-Fi because they don't use any devices other than their cell phone that they need it for. So I had a hotspot, but the hotspot don't give me enough. It don't give me enough to run multiple internet different things, especially not Streamlabs. And that is the actual software I use to be able to bring other people on the screen. So it really sucked for me. So the wife was like, oh, it's not working. Yay, let's go to Target and then go out to eat. So that's what we did. But we actually didn't do that right away because my dad kept talking to me while I was trying to get it to work. But while we were watching the Hurricanes game. So we finished the Hurricanes game. Then we drove over to the Target while it was open for the last few minutes. And then we went to go grab something to eat, me and the wife. So that's what ended up happening. Then y'all saw us already wake up that Saturday morning. Y'all saw us, beautiful Miami. And if you didn't see it yet, y'all need to go check it out. I don't know if I still have it up. But we had got hit, and the guy tried to run away from us, man. I don't know if y'all remember this weekend on the live stream. Somebody rear-ended us, and then they tried to run, and we were chasing them. We were in hot pursuit, baby. Then we called the chase off because we got all their information already. We already got all their information, and we already starting that process. They're tracking the guy down, and they already told me straight out, man. Whenever they track him down, whoever it was, they slapping him in cuffs right away or whatever. But it is what it is. So yeah, I saw that. Yeah, man, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. TD just woke up and found kids sitting in living room watching this stream. LOL. And I missed it. Too funny. That's crazy, Chris. That is crazy, man. Shout out to the little ones. Thank y'all for watching. Wake your daddy up next time. Tell him, Daddy, TD on. Get out here. Oh, man. All right, Nick. But I just wanted to let y'all know that's why we didn't do the panel. But we'll see. If I have time on a night this week, we'll just go randomly live and do a panel. All right. Detective TD. I know, right? But I'll see y'all later, man. It's your boy. I love y'all. Peace. Talk to y'all soon.